One is the time. It is a lovely, lovely afternoon across Central Florida. Manolfi's over here working on the forecast. He's making tweaks to everything I put my blood, sweat, and tears into because he doesn't trust anything I do.
What? That's not true.
I'm just teasing. You got to make tweaks. Everybody, it's kind of like, this is the way politics should work. This is all I'm going to ever say about politics. Tony's numbers may be a little different than my numbers, and we meet in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I digress. Anyway, hope you're having a great day. I'm going to get fired over that one. Look outside. Blue sky. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty, isn't it? Blue skies, comfortable conditions. I see some boaters out there. Today's a day you want to be out on the boat, right? If I could, I would. Let me take you down to Brevard County. Blue sky there. Oh, yeah. Orlando International Airport looking good. I, though, do see the windsock standing up just a little bit. There's a nice little breeze. That's not bad. Downtown Orlando. Couple of clouds sneaking in. Yeah, you can see it there from that shot. Let's head over to Lake Eola. Oh, man, it's so pretty. Last but not least, World Center down in the tourist district. And Ocala, the tilted camera shot. Somebody just needs to take the drive and just tilt it a little bit. All right, we're at 77 degrees in Orlando, which I believe has been our high temperature. Yeah, 77 has been our high temperature on the day. 75 now in Claremont, 73 degrees in Daytona Beach, and 74 degrees in Titusville. Visible satellite imagery. Just gorgeous, isn't it? It is absolutely beautiful across Central Florida. First warning, live Doppler radar. Not tracking any rain, though we did notice a controlled burn out near Bithlo. We did check with the news desk just to make sure, and yeah, that is a prescribed burn, but you can kind of see it from the Avalon area off toward the south and east because of that northwest breeze. So the beach line, the 520, probably dealing with a little bit of smoke, so just be careful, my friends. All right, there's a look at the winds. Cold front is south of us. It is and will continue to be just gorgeous these next couple of hours. Here's a look at our evening forecast. Temperatures in the 70s to the 60s, eventually settling into the 50s, so not too bad. Overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, temperatures into the 40s and 50s. Did have that weak front move through, so that's kind of helping to make things feel just wonderful, right? 50 degrees in Leesburg, 49 in the Villages, 46 degrees. Excuse me. Just beautiful stuff for us. 46 in Ocala, 50 degrees in Palm Coast. Do want to show you, though, the forecast. Nice and comfy now. We're going to stay that way these next couple of days as high pressure dominates our weather pattern, right? Then looking ahead to Thursday, that's when our next weather feature starts to move in. It's going to be a decent cold front, bringing showers and maybe a thunder shower. I have to kind of watch and see how the models run on this thing. But when we time out the rains, let's just do this. Let's fast forward Futurecast all the way through. There's Thursday at 10 p.m. And obviously you can see the rains are approaching us. Let's work this through. And very clearly, like 5, 6, 7 o'clock, we're going to be watching rains marching through. But notice by like 2, 3 o'clock, the rains are already clearing our area. Yeah, we're looking at a big improvement of the forecast. So it's not too early to talk about the weekend. Look at those temperatures, 50s and 60s for highs. Yeah, I'll say those look pretty good to me. Clear skies, chillier temperatures. That, my friends, is the stuff that dreams are made of. So for those that were asking, is it ever going to get cold out again? The answer is absolutely it will. Just not for a couple of days' time, which means that our weather looks lovely. For tomorrow, for example, look at the forecast versus the average highs. We're in the ballpark. It's absolutely perfect weather around Central Florida. Laura says it's never too early to talk about the weekend. I would agree with that. Chris, Fran, how are y'all? Hope you're doing well. Frankie, how are you? Good afternoon to you. Frank, other person. One more thing. This is kind of an interesting stat. We have been running above average, and for the month, and granted we're only about a third of the way through the month, but for the month we're running 7.8 degrees above average, which means that we're running currently about the 5th warmest January on record. Of course, this big cool snap will more than likely bring that running average down, but just wanted to point that out. Kind of an interesting little side note. All right? All right, one last thing I want to point out before we wrap this puppy up. Rocket launch tonight, people. 11:50 tonight. Falcon 9 OneWeb. So it's an internet provider, which is the whole war in Ukraine thing kind of made for difficulty for OneWeb to launch. SpaceX stepped up and was able to help them, and here we are, SpaceX launching Starlink competitor satellites, but for the greater good, I suppose, of humanity. So 11:50 tonight is the launch window. 90% chance of good weather. This one is re-landing on landing zone 1, the first stage. So we're looking good, Dr. Oster. Looking pretty good out there for those that are going to the launch, not named me. I'm going to be in bed sleeping. And maybe as I go to bed, I'll wish that I was going to the launch. But when I'm sleeping, I'll probably be pretty happy that I'm sleeping. I don't know. There's that. Shauna, it's a gorgeous day. My youngest is starting his final semester at Stetson. Time flies, my friends. Don't tell me that. Manolfi, you're going to be up against that.
Anthony's going into college next year. Maria's done.
Maria will be done. Anthony will be going into college. When Manolfi has no kids in school, what are you going to stress out about? I'm going to have to start doing things around the station just to start trouble to keep you in your parenting mode. What else is Manolfi going to do?
We're already in there with you and me.
Oh, we're already there, he said.
I love it.
Dang it. Jamie says empty nester. Then you won't have to dye your hair anymore.
Oh, ow.
What did I say? All right. You have to understand, it's my love language with Manolfi. Whether or not he says so. Whether or not he says so, he likes it. All right, 7-day forecast, friends. Looking great. There is a couple. This is my 7-day. Manolfi's going to make some tweaks. He's still working on it. It's not reflected here. Do not click save yet. We have to debut those on West 2 News at 4. But this is what I came up with. So it's up to you to see my 7-day and then see what he tweaks it to. All right, so either way, it's not that much, is it? Is it that much? Okay. He says it's not. I'm going to take a screen grab and watch. You have to wait till 4 o'clock. I'll see it live on the air and be like, oh, that's what he did. He didn't like that number. I'm just kidding. We already talked about it. It's fine. He just hasn't clicked the save button. But anyway, it's not that different. We've got very nice weather ahead for our Tuesday and Wednesday. A little warmer Thursday as that next front approaches us. A couple of showers in on Friday, and then clearing and cooling for our Saturday and our Sunday. And because we mentioned it this morning, I want to mention it again. We've got your long-range forecasts are done for the rest of January. I have to look and compare notes here to see. So we've got the trending cooler and then the milder early next week. That should play out. And then the next front, I'm going to look off camera. The next one on the 20. Oh, yeah, ish. GFS deterministic. All right, we're okay-ish. We're running okay. All right.
You know, I hit the abort button.
We're all right. We're doing all right. So there's January. All right. And then the very last day of January, the 31st, looks like there may be a storm threat. So anyway, all right. Enough of that. I'm going to go get ready for West 2 News at 4, shall I? Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much. I'll be on West 2 News at 4. Manifoli will be up at 5, chatting about that big chill moving in for this weekend. And then I'll see you for Coffee Talk. Should we do it 8 o'clock in the morning? Sound good? We've only been doing it at 8 o'clock for a few years now. We'll do it again. All right? Thank you guys for hanging out. See you all on TV.